Welcome to this week's Transformers review, where this week we will be reviewing Soundbarrier, the Battle Master, where he does actually form as a ramp, which you can connect to any of your base formers, like Ironworks or any of the Titan class members, such as Scorponok or Arc, or anybody's got a connector port where he can fit in on this side or this side. You can connect them to two. There's be a bridge between the two. Metroplex and Ironworks, or Fortress Max and Metroplex, any of them. But so it was pretty cool. But he's got that translucent blue, which paint apps with the silver paint, and then of course you got this side where he's got the full visible robot syndrome. But it's pretty cool. But he can also serve as a not only as a bridge or a ramp, he is also a shield. All you had to do is this white piece right here comes out, which forms a connector's port, which could go into any of the Transformers. And of course, for this excuses, I'm going to use Optimus Prime. As you see, he's got the shoulder port on each one of the forearms, right there. And you just connect Soundbarrier as such, right there, and you've got a shield, which is pretty cool. Put this Prime back to the side. So of course that's that. And he does have a blast effect, this little blast effect, which he does have 3 ports, and I will put it on the more visible port, which is right there. And there you go. He's where he's being shot at. And he does have 2 more right there, which this is ironically my 3rd Soundbarrier, and I'll get into that later. So I've got 2 others of these same exact blast effects. So I will show you with all 3 ports being taken up. And of course there he is, where he's getting all 3. So, and I'm also going to use Hot Link's little thing, because while you have him as a shield, he has these 2 little pieces right here at the other end, which I'm going to use one of Hot Link's blast effects, because you could also have it to where he's shooting. He's got one over here on this side, so you could use 2 of them where he's shooting like that. That's pretty cool. So he does have a 1-step transformation. As you see, you just fold that right there and boom. But I figured I'd show this guy first and show him off before we do the shout outs of the week. But he does have great articulation, where he moves out like this. But before we get into showing the rest of his articulation, let's do our shout-outs of the week, which I forgot. Starting with Back to the Media at 48 South Loudon Street here in lovely Winchester, Virginia. We can get all your video game needs, from the Atari to all other forms and in between, up to current systems. You can also get your CDs and DVDs and records and more there. And while you're there, you can go across the street to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles and get all your toys and collectible needs there. The first Soundbarrier I got from Time Travelers. The other 2 I got off of eBay. But like I said, I'll explain that later on. So this one actually I got off of eBay. So it's pretty cool. But eBay gives another shout out of the week. So, but definitely check out Time Travelers. And For your comic book needs, go to 80 Weems Lane, where you get all your comic book needs, and so on and so forth. So you can definitely check them out. You can get DC, Marvel, Image, IDW, all points in between. Old titles, back issues, new and current issues, all that kind of good stuff. And if you're looking for a good place to get some Jamaican food, may I suggest Tropical Islands on Piccadilly Street, across the street from Hanley Library. Definitely check them out. You can get some good Jamaican food there. Definitely, I would suggest going there and checking them out. And while you're in the area, go to Bank of Clark or United Bank. You can get all your banking needs met there. So definitely check them out. And Cobra Island is a proud supporter of mental health awareness. So you can go over there and check out on 133 West Pascagoula Street to Healing Grace Counseling Services and see Robert C. Brown. He's a good person to talk to, good listener, and all that kind of good stuff. And if Rob doesn't have what you're looking for, man, I suggest going to Northwestern Community Services and checking them out, where you get peer group counseling, and and see a psychiatrist or counselor, get case management, all that kind of stuff. So definitely check them out. And if you're looking for insurance, like car insurance and boat insurance and all that kind of stuff, may I suggest going to State Farm. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So go ahead and check them out. And if you're looking to get your gas tank full and seeing, as well as getting made-to-order food like sliders and sandwiches, subs, and a whole lot more, so definitely go out and check out Sheetz. So why the Sheetz not? And speaking of Sheetz, I'd like to give a little personal shout-out to some of the people at the Sheetz right down the street from my house. People like Stephanie and Eva and Joe and Jamel, Tamer, Andy. All you guys keep up the good work, man. Sean, Lance, all y'all guys are awesome. So I'm glad y'all keep me stocked up on stuff I need. So definitely, good conversation, with them. So there's y'all's personal shout out. So let's get back to looking at Soundbarrier's articulation. And like I say, he's got good arm range and arm movements. I mean, he is kind of somewhat hindered by the backpack, with the shield in the backpack. And like I was saying earlier, he didn't have no head articulation, but his legs are on a ball joint, and they do break very easily. So you get some good side to side, and you got to be very careful. Does have front movement. It's kind of hindered with this, but with these hooks, they're for the legs. They are so the ball joints are very easily to break, which is what I had an issue with my first two Soundbarriers. So you got to be really careful with them. But if it wasn't for that, I would say this would be a definitely must-have. But like I say, he's just, when I get done, he's gonna be sitting on the shelf, sitting on the table with the rest of the Autobot team. So he ain't gonna get much play time. But he's a good figure to have. So definitely go ahead and pick them up. They are rather cheap on secondary market, as well as going to different stores if you can find them. So I would definitely say get them. But this is Soundbarrier, and that's till next week. Now, until all are one, see you in the next one. Peace.